I so pale? Oh, good evening, and welcome to Having a Drink with Mink. I'm your host, Jason Mink. It's great to see ya. Thank you for joining us on this Friday evening. I hope you have a nice beverage ready. If you don't have a nice beverage ready, if you choose not to choose, well, I have just the thing for you. That's little Queenie's 2 teas and a pop. For the indecisive among you, for those of you who just can't make up your minds when it comes to a beverage, well, if you have a little bit of change in your pocket, you have enough for little Queenie's 2 teas and a pop. What is first on the docket, you may be asking yourself? I'm asking myself the same thing. It's new toys. Oh, yes, that's right. You see, right here we have some wonderful new Mego toys. These are in keeping with those horror action figures that I love so much. Who do we have here? Why, it's Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Well, actually, I guess technically it's just Mr. Hyde. You might have to do a little bit of work to make this Dr. Jekyll, but then who else? Why, we have the Phantom of the Opera. That's right. Now, these are brand new figures. These are just dropped from Mego Toys, and let's cut to the montage. Larry. All right, so it's fantastic to be able to have these guys off the card. They're going to be joining my monster shelf, along with Dracula, Creature of the Black Lagoon, The Fly, all of those great characters that Mego has brought us in the past 2 years. If you're a fan of monsters, if you're a fan of action figures, if you're a fan of horror films, well, for $15 a pop, you just can't go wrong. I'm a cheap date, and gosh, for $15 a throw, these things, well, they really give you a lot of bang for your buck. They display nice and, they keep you occupied on those lonely nights when no one else is answering your texts. Okay, so what next? Now that I've revealed too much, well, in the last episode, I talked to you a little bit about Adam Seagard and the wonderful comics that he hooked me up with. I have a few more comic books to show you now because you enjoyed those so much. Let me tell you, I've been enjoying them as well. Nothing says pleasure like a little bit of, maybe I should rephrase that. I didn't quite know that I was leading with this one. What do we have here? We had Rip Hunter, Time Master, and what was Adolf Hitler's greatest secret? Boy, I kind of walked into that one, didn't I? Thanks to my friend, Herr Hunter, I have turned defeat into victory! Rip, you rotten traitor! You helped your Nazi pal Hitler win the war! What a stinker, huh? That Rip Hunter, Time Master. And what do we have next? All right. Oh, yeah, baby. Sea Devils. That's right. What a cover. What a knockout. How are the Sea Devils going to get out of this one? I would think that if they didn't wear bright purple suits, maybe they would blend in with the sea a little bit better. But hey, who am I to say, huh? Maybe they have a government contract. Here's some more Sea Devils. Oh, and hey, whoop, they changed it up. Apparently now they're wearing bright red suits. And, this guy, hey, he's happy enough, doing his thing beneath the sea. The name of the game is Death. You'd better believe it, folks. And then what's next? All right, here we have a Harvey original, and it's The Man in Black #2. Who is the Man in Black? What twist of fate foiled the assassin's bullet? And what a knockout cover that is, huh? That's a beauty, absolutely. Okay, and then after that we have, it's another Men in Black, and wow, what a dynamite cover that is. Only fate could head off the crash. And you don't see covers like that every day. Maybe every Friday here on Having a Drink with Mink, but otherwise, well, hey. And then what do we have here? Piranha, it's the deadliest creature in all of the world. And this is a Harvey Thrill-O-Rama comic. We've actually featured the Piranha on a Comics for Breakfast in the past. And he's a pretty kooky character. And somehow he's not wearing his mask here. And last time we talked about this guy, well, his mask was essential. So Harvey appears to be playing fast and loose with the Piranha. We're going to have to investigate that. Don't you worry. I'll get to the bottom of it. We're not going to stand for any hijinks from a long defunct comics company. No siree, Bob. That's not what you came here for. That's not what I came here for. I came here for Creatures on the Loose featuring Man-Wolf and Murder by Moonlight. And there's just something about werewolves in space. You know what I mean? It just, it rings that bell. It's a dynamite concept. That's some wonderful art. I believe that's by George Perez. Can't wait to tuck into that. And then what do we have here? Oh dear. That's all right. He'll be all right. You know how hard it is to kill a fly? It is very difficult. And then I was super excited to get these. These are the Moon Knight Special Edition. Marvel put these out back in the 80s, and these collect those hard-to-find early issues of Moon Knight. Here we have #1. Then we have #2. Oh, wow. What a fantastic cover that is. Moon Knight #3, and a very moody cover, hanging out outside of a crypt. And then we're going to wrap it up with Moon Knight. Oh, apparently we've wrapped it out. And then speaking of those wonderful reprints that Marvel was so nice to provide us folks who didn't quite get on board the first time, we have a Micronauts. This is the special edition as well. These were printed on really nice paper. There were no ads to get in the way. You could jump right into the story. Micronauts Special Edition 1. #2. #3, featuring everybody's favorite, the Man-Thing. And then #4, featuring nobody's favorite, Captain Universe. But I kid the 3 Captain Universe fans out there. What do we have next? All right, it's Thunder Agents. Always happy to pick these up because these issues are jam-packed full of stories. The thing about the Thunder Agents, where they featured a number of different characters. You had these guys right here, for example. Look at him. Driving a motorcycle while his friends machine gun their enemies. Well, ain't that just the thing? She's even on it. She's on his shoulders. Okay, and then what do we have next? All right, everything's Archie from here on out. So, if you don't like that thing, well, maybe go and watch some old episodes of Fall Guy or something. I don't know. But I love Archie, gosh knows, and Adam knew it when he hooked me up with this fantastic selection. We're going to start off with Archie number 176. Archie, the thin look is very in now. And Archie says, then my wallet must be the height of fashion. Ah, poverty. It never goes out of style. Then what do we have here? Archie and Me. This is a funny book because a lot of people, you might not realize it at first glance because it seems like a fairly typical scenario, but Archie and Me is actually all about Archie and Mr. Weatherby. That's right. At one point, Mr. Weatherby had enough clout to carry half a book. But, I'm not really sure how long that lasted. Oh, well, it lasted long enough for this one, too. And here we have these two, and apparently they share a body. What do we have here? Oh, yes! And this was a wonderful acquisition. I just happen to be in beautiful downtown Pittsburgh. Whenever I'm in beautiful downtown Pittsburgh, I make it a point to stop at Ides Entertainment. That's right, for the best in music, movies, comics, and more. It's Ides Entertainment. And I was able to pick up this 5-pack for free. That's right. When you make a purchase, you can take a lucky dip in their free bin. And I just happened to find these 5 wonderful vintage Archie books. I'm not really sure what condition they're in. Someone may have drawn a mustache on Veronica in all of them. But hey, I guess that'll save me the trouble of doing it, huh? Then we have... I was super pleased to get this. Archie Meets the Creeps. The Creeps went on to become kind of a semi-mainstay in the Archie universe, sort of Munsters-y, Addams Family-esque, kind of weirdies kind of thing, shot through the Archie universe, and hey, it's a key. So it's going right into my slab pile. Oh yeah, you know that, baby. I'll be retiring one day in the Caribbean. Me and, who's that dead guy? I hope to hang out with him. Then we have, then we have another Archie. So who gives a rat's ass? That's all right, because then, what's next? Pep! You get with it, Moose. You gotta swing a little. And, there he is. And he really hopes that Betty knows what she's talking about. I certainly hope so, too, because if the cops show up and they find this guy out there alone, I'm guessing there are going to be some questions, and they're going to be very difficult to answer. Moose, not the most articulate cookie in the jar, that's for sure. Not a lot of chips in that cookie. And then what do we have here? It's number 72. It's Thompson TV. It's Josie Giant. And wrapping up our Archie excursion, what do we have here? It's Laugh number 198. And Veronica thinks it's silly for Betty to wear so many watches when one will do. That's right. Hey, Veronica, Flavor Flav is on the phone. The two of you would make a wonderful couple. I would love to see that. And so would Toothless Joe down here. He's having a great time. Boy, oh boy. All those chocolate malts, they'll do you in, gosh knows. And we're going to wrap things up with a very special comic book. That's right. It's Yeet Presents number 42. And, what's so damn special about it, you're asking yourself? Mink? What's so damn special? Why, this happens to have Chapter 3 of William Messner Loeb's unfinished story, Bliss Alley. In conjunction with publisher Mike Jones, Bill hopes to finish this long-awaited story. Issue 42 also features work from J.P. Martin, Chris Malgrave, Bob Kroll, Charles Butler, Peter Welmerink, and Doug Curtis. That's right, it's Yeet Presents, the best damn black and white anthology on the market today. Or I'll eat my hat. No, I'll buy a hat, and then I'll eat it. Thank you for joining us this Friday evening. It was great to see you. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I won't be seeing you this Sunday on Comics for Breakfast because we're still on our spring break, but you can bet that next Sunday we'll be back with a very special episode from a galaxy far, far away. And I think I shot it a long time ago. And, that should be enough to go on. Cheers. What is his name? Oh, yes! I'm Robin Leach. I'm dead now! But you can hang out with me if you've got enough money. That's right. I've gone completely off script. Money!